on them phones.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football in Chicago as their guys get set
I don't think so.
With the Houston
I think it should be a good game.
So here's Cain.
I know you've been ducking me, bro.
And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Montreal, Canada. What about you? Virginia. Okay, alright. Alright.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pardon? That's good. That's good. I don't know, man. It's hard to find games now.
Here's the first carry.
But you're level 4 too.
And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be in. Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambai.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make...
It got his man complete. The 20. And heading down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 63 yards.
That boy won't even play me. That man won't even play me, bro. I've been trying to get a game with him for so long, he never wanted to play me.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
They run. This is Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, when I can get them.
You see it?
It's tough. I can't always find them.
Gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
You always give people a short field? I said you always give people a short field? That's crazy, man.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10.
Well, yeah, you got to kick it deep, though, man. Can't give me a short field every time.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come back. Do Jet.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Hopkins this year over 1,000 yards again. 4th time that he's done that in 6 NFL seasons. He had 1,572 to be exact.
And that was second only to Atlanta's Julio Jones. And you have to think the return of Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position, taking all the starts this year, that had to help, because we've seen DeAndre Hopkins have
big gain, but a fumble.
I knew that shit was coming. I knew it.
And a big
That's crazy,
man. As his guys will get the football back.
Come on, man. I threw it right over you.
Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go. Gotta go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The Bears is just as bad, man.
Now Cohen. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Oh, why does he just stand there, though?
And he is not going anywhere.
Ooh, let's go.
Stop him for no gain. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on
that linebacker should have blew that up, though. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's just standing there.
Super Bowl, the lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Steven Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Here's Watson now on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, yeah, that's a dot.
And incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing on third down, Watson buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Can't believe he dropped that, though.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, really salvaged something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles. Well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families.
Oh, my
gosh,
gosh,
last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. Now this is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Good shit, good shit.
Taylor Gabriel, 47 yards.
Good shit, good shit.
And the Bears are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the 2 of them began the year. Houston began 0-3.
Come on, get out, man.
The Colts began 1-5.
I'm waiting for this guy to get off the block, bro.
The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. On second down, here's Miller. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I can never get no blocks on this defense.
He's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28
no blocks
in
on the Bears defense.
This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
And he finds his man Griffin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Yeah, I know. You already stripped me once, man.
19 and picking up the first.
Shit crazy.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
I know, I saw you. I saw you trying
to. the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, because it's hard to guard.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson.
No pick.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Did you swat that, or did you try to flip that?
After the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Oh, no. He got hit.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Yeah, you got it, man. I know. Trust me.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Just stay down. Don't get your big ass up.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little
blocks.
to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, right in. And I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Second down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Come back. 2 jet.
On 3rd down, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Tiger. 2 jet.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Oh my God!
This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he
bro, how I time it and I don't get the offsides. I saw you on aggressive and I don't get it. I don't get the call. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
On fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Hey, gotta go.
They try again with Cohen.
Come on. You gotta get off, son. You gotta get off that.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gotta go.
This is Cohen. Had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, gotta go.
This is Howard on second down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson, flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Come back.
From the gun on third.
Oh, no one picks him up?
That's bananas Miller. He's got it.
Nigga just walked right in.
Down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football.
Oh, the line on the Texans is shit, man.
Watson now.
That's the one thing I don't like about them. Straight ass on the line.
1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look
oh my God, man.
Numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him?
Bro, what the fuck was that, though?
They've got the number of the offensive.
I had him right there in the pocket too, man. That shit is crazy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. from the gun. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
That fucking throw fucked me up, though.
Gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Oh, come on, man.
The line of scrimmage,
give me that fumble, bro.
Right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're
that
left
shit
with a 3rd and 8.
crazy.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it.
Shit,
a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a problem. I can't run the fucking ball.
To throw on 2nd down.
Oh, my.
To his right. And too much juice.
My gosh, man.
Incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended
my
target.
God.
It's 3rd and short.
Oh, my Lord.
Once, one big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
This dude is just making me lose the game, though. Doing badass throws.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take
this
over
dude is
at
fucking
the
me over.
34-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
18.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. to throw. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Pardon?
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Richmond.
A first down carry now for Miller.
Give me a block, though. Give me a block.
Eddie
Give me a
Jackson
fucking block, though,
It's
man.
hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I know he's going to make a bad throw. I know it. I know this nigga's going to fuck me up. I know it.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
I knew it.
And his throw
is
incomplete.
Fuck,
able to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really.
Help me out a little bit, man. Come on. You gotta make that throw, son.
Or is it just off just by a bit?
That's
Maybe he can get it back
crazy.
in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And
There we
yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return
now
this
it's time
one
to
as
D up,
it's
man.
through the end zone for a touchback.
I got to D up.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
Oh, no.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's a big-time play there
Oh,
for the Bears. 53 yards. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You're talking about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Hey, gotta go.
They go with Howard again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Good game, bro.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late.